Okay. Oh my god, let's just sneeze. Mm, mm. Oh, I have to hold that in. Okay, I gotta check some. The bomb shot. Uh, uh, okay. We love line artwork. I gotta search this up. Yo, what's up, Ghost Town? Oh, let's go, Ghost Town. You graduated? That's what's up. Hello. And a drawing tablet. Yo, bro's moving up in the world. Bro, peak. Okay. I just gotta go through so I'll pop. Alright. Let me know when you want to join VC, just ping me. I'm just chilling. Fire. How's days been? Getting ready for my work shift for tonight. Shoot. Night work shift? Do you like, is it like chill at like night shifts usually? Oh, what's that mess? Yeah. You just see in the Discord call. Busy at night, but I don't know around Sunday. Oh, okay. I don't know where at Sunday though. That's fair. I feel like Sunday would be a lot more chill. Mess, what are you gonna be doing today? Work on more UDS stuff. Fair, fair. Steak night. That sounds good. I legit. Now I'm kind of hungry for steak, but there's a cookout today, so I think I'm gonna get some steak. Bro, man, do you see how thin I'm doing this line art? It's because like the reference I have to use is like really thin with its line art to practically where it's almost invisible, but it's still up there. I'm glad I'm not using Adobe because this would have been hell. It's very picky. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, it depends on the regeneration, though. You can always beat people with generation depending on what it is. Yo, it's a little. That is not a little fast. That is like crossing a planet in like 2 seconds is not a little fast. That is borderline super speed. That's legit super speed. Basically like Flash level. Hmm. I would have legit like I feel like next stream I'm gonna fix it where they can hear y'all, but not this stream. No, it like shows it in OBS, but I have to like configure it in settings. That's really true. And then I'm gonna start using Discord Reactive to have like avatars and stuff on stream with mine. Yeah, yeah, it's better that way. It's working though. I managed to trick people to think I work on Gamerverse. Don't know how it's working, but it's working. Mess, you work on Gamerverse, right? Totally, yeah. Huh? Why didn't you do it? Fair. Ghost Town graduated. Ghost Town. I think high school, but if not college. But I'm a highly doubt it's high school. I'm gonna say it's high school. Okay. She's gonna be bald for now. Some bald head. So I could do the line art and everything else separate. What did Nycox especially? Uh oh, he wants to be let in. Yeah, I trusted him. Mm, excuse me. Oh, what's up, Nighthawks? We're doing line art. It is just like tracing over the rough. That's pretty much it. For real? Uh, you should try doing like line art, like very thin line art. Yeah. I also say it like depends on the software as well. Well, line art is easier depending on the software. I just realized Discord has a whole new status for when someone is streaming. I didn't notice that on my profile. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this animation today. I think I'm gonna finish like the line art and then like the colors, the base colors, and that's pretty much it. I don't know if I'll probably save rendering for another day. What are they addicted to? Well, I guess it's a good game. I've really never played it, but we're trying to get me to play it multiple times. So, yeah, it's always not a game. Yeah. Ooh, hiccups. I should get like a soda scoop. I don't know why, but it's like the instant you start animating in like thin lines, it looks professional no matter what it is. Oh yeah, Matt, who's the opponent you're going against? Bruh. Why isn't there rules in the UDS where like you can't like change your character once you're already in the tournament? Yeah, it needs to be a rule. Yeah, like I don't understand why it's not a rule. You would think that'd be important for a tournament, but sure. Like no disrespect, but I'm kind of glad I didn't join UDS now. Plus, I don't think I would have time for it anyway. So. Oh, the UDS thing. You probably heard that like, uh, yeah, basically. I think it's just animation, just fight each other. I guess. I don't know if there's a reward. I haven't heard if there was one. I think the next scene I have to do. Let me see, because they want to commission me again. So the next scene I have to do is their character running on like a rooftop, dodging this fucking massive creature. No, this is like after this commission separate. Um, no clue yet. They're just giving me because we live in totally different time zones, so they're just giving me details. But they I think they're gonna pay a lot more for this. I have no idea. Because it depends if they want it fully rendered. I think they only want this one fully rendered because it's like 2 seconds. You know, something like 2 seconds of animation. But I think the next one would be like a lot more than 2 seconds. So I just had a good yawn. What color did they choose? That sounds like an annoying color. I think the only thing that's going to take me a bit is the coloring. Just the amount of detail she has. I should actually keep track of how much detail she has on her earrings, earrings, before little guys. Uh, yeah. Yeah, it is a good design. I like this design a lot. It's a really fun design. This is the next frame. Okay. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna give me a soda. All right, I'm back. Thank you, thank you. It should be able to. Oh, there you go. Hello. Infiltrated the vents. Oh, I was about to say, someone paid me 600 to do this. That's a lot more than you did. So I have to put it on a higher priority. Yeah, I gotta like fully render this, so I'm just doing like the line art. It was legit after I posted the Game Reverse thing. It was when I posted the Game Reverse thing on Twitter, and then a bunch of people seen it and liked it. So. And then it got to the point where people was messaging like I would say my DMs. Yeah, they was like, "Oh, do you work for Gamerverse?" And I said, "No, no, no, no." If I did work for Gamerverse, I would have broke that NDA, bro. I would not have posted that layout if I worked for Gamerverse. There's, yeah, that's like, I'm a, I'm a dude now. That's what we're classifying it as. Like I'm fine with NDAs and stuff like that. Like there is something I'm working on and I just haven't been talking about it because NDAs. But that's like you can stream other things, just don't stream that one thing and you're good. No, RPS is not NDA. Well, RPS is kind of NDA, but it's not kind of NDA. Hmm. He's like he just trusts us not to like talk about like some important stuff. Like we could talk about the scenes we're doing because he like streams it, of course. Um, but we're not allowed to talk about like what's coming next and what he has planned and stuff like that. Like his next collab and stuff. Yeah. No, the Game Reverse one is way longer. This is 2 seconds. It's like it's a freaking oh because I was asking them how much they want. Look how detailed this character is. That's like I so it went to 600 because there was going to be 700, but I said no because I wasn't doing backgrounds. I don't know how to do backgrounds yet. Um, and then basically what happened was he's like, "Oh, da 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 da, can you do like this style?" I was like, "Yeah." Um, And then he was like, da, 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 can I get like a 2 second long animation, like fully rendered and stuff like that. And he wants like effects and all that, like, and like he wants like the compositing. He wants the full animation workflow. I was like, okay. Um, and then he ended up paying a high amount. And he says if I do good with this one, he's gonna commission me again for another scene with this character. Um, and it's where she's gonna be like running on top of like a rooftop with like tiles getting destroyed and stuff like that with like her sword. Um, and then it's like leaping towards like some giant beast or whatever. So that's like that'd be technically the next mission. 5 seconds. I mean, it makes sense because it just depends on like the art style. Because the art style you have is like it would be like 150 for 5 seconds. Yeah, I was about to say if you did that with like, I'll say if you did that with like full body with rendering and effects, I would go from like 150 to like probably 600, probably 750 in an instant. Yeah, like with effects as let me go to the next one. I'll say like with effects, as you can see in this animation, I well of course you have to usually do it hand by hand. That's how it works. But then you would because of what a lot of shows or like animes do is like once they have like the base of everything, they don't really do like the real colors for the shadows, lighting, glows and stuff. They let the editing software take like care of all of that work. So basically, what would you do? You would batch export, and basically, if the software lets you batch export, basically what batch exporting is, it exports each layer separately. Depending on what how you do the layers, it exports it separately, and then you could import all those layers into your editing software and stack them on top of each other, like you're putting a puzzle piece, and then you could configure like the shadow colors, blur, brightness. Same with like the lighting. Then you have like the rim lights, the gradient shadows. It's basically what Arcane did. It's basically what animes do. Any production type thing does this because it's part of the pipeline. Um, which is why if you're good at like, which is why some studios ask if you're like good at like After Effects or like a or like DaVinci, is because they're checking if you know how to like render in After Effects or like DaVinci, and that's pretty much what it is. Yeah. Yeah. But you also gotta think, okay, this is how you would think of it for animation. Is one thing is time. They're also paying for your time. That's also another thing. That's especially with like any commission. You're also paying for like time. So you're paying for time, and then you also gotta think of it like, sure, this may be like 2 seconds, but you gotta time that by how much each frame would cost. Think of like each frame as like a drawing, like an art piece, basically. Which is why animation gets really expensive. Even for like simple scenes, it gets really expensive. Um, Like if you're an artist and you draw one frame and it costs like that much, okay, cool. Then take all that money away. How much would that rough cost? How much would that sketch and then the line art and then the full colors and you put it all together and then multiply that by how many frames you're doing. And then that's how much it would cost. Because if you're working professionally, you get charged per hour, uh, animation wise. But if you're doing like some like freelance, they just pay for like the entire thing, and then you do it. And that's basically what this is. This is basically like freelance work. Uh, you pay for like the entire thing instead of me getting paid hourly. So, no, it's because the style that you have is like it's like simple enough to where it doesn't like cost a lot. Yeah. Uh, oh, I just shrunk it. Yeah, I mean, I was surprised when I got the commission. I was like, oh, me? Really? Blink blonk. Uh, I see now. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. I treat because there's things that go into it. Like I treat basically if you do art commissions, you can treat animation commissions almost exactly like the same way. Um, and it's like it really like depends because I would say if you're really good at art and you do commissions for said art, then it gets a lot easier on how you do I'll say it gets easier how you do animation commissions. All you're doing is just adding time and multiplying it by layers and frame count, and that's like pretty much it. Like Mess says someone like say Mess you drew this drawing right here, right? This reference. This is like this is a good 60, $55 commission right here. Um and then they asked for 2 seconds. That's 224 frames. Then you have to like multiply that or add that, and then you have to also add how much each layer would cost, and then that's how much animation would cost. I think studios on average spend, I think for 2 seconds or to a minute, $100,000, $200,000 for like a minute of animation, which is even if it's not all on like ones or twos. Like it still costs a lot because you're paying for the entire production of that one frame. Yeah. Like people be surprised. People underestimate like the entire workflow and how long it takes and why there's an entire team doing that said thing. Which is why I wanted to do the workflow myself and get like used to it. It's like one of the best things I've ever did. Um, because now I'm a one man fucking army when it comes to doing a whole animation workflow. Wait, Scotto, you do commissions, right? I heard you say that. Are you used to? Oh, why'd you stop? Oh, yeah, just stop getting in it. At least you stopped commissions. There is people that would like keep commissions going when they're working on projects, and I'm like, I couldn't bring myself to even do that. I get, well, it really depends on the commissions, I guess. If it's like animation commissions, I get really iffy about it. But like if it's, I would say if it's like regular like art commissions, then I'm fine, which is cool. I'm fine with like regular art commissions. But if it's more of like on the lines of like animation, nah, I can't accept it. The only reason why I accepted this commission is because I'm really not doing anything right now. I think the only thing I'm doing is planning like my pilot, doing your thing, then I already finished a game reverse layout. That's pretty much it. Oh yeah, I seen that. I think Sulfur responded. Fire, fire, fire. That's when color theory comes into play. Nycox, I'm surprised you don't do animation commissions. So, I just do it for fun. Yeah. I feel like doing animation just for the money ruins it. You like don't get the same pizzazz you would usually get. How's the sword designed? Okay. It's like a wrench. The top part is a wrench. The bottom is a chainsaw. Interesting. Yeah. I think one thing I like about this, I think the one thing I like about this character design is that her ribbons look like horns when they're moving. It's really cool, which is I like a lot. So I don't know why. I think I love when characters have like a design, but then that design gets like pushed more when they have like something with like their hair, whatever. Like their hair is more effective. That's pretty cool. I saw everyone in that VC out. I did not join. There's too many people. Yeah. What was he gonna like pay you? Oh no. Like if you're not getting paid for it. Eh, I don't know about that one. I suppose so. Okay. I was this is why I'm also like this money that I'm getting, I'm putting it towards like for my pilot. Cause like there's no way like there's like no way that I'm gonna be doing all that myself. And this is why I think I learned the workflow as well, because it lets me know how much I can do myself without overcompensating. Um, and this really let me know that doing it all myself would take years for it to come out. Um, and that was just like for the pilot alone. So me trying to build like my fan base, I really don't care about building my fan base on YouTube. That's fine. I still care about my YouTube channel, of course. But building my fan base on like Twitter, such like that, it's just steps to like, making my dream come true. And then it's also good for like helping to like fund projects later down the line or do like, a bunch of community stuff. If I ever wanted to do that with people. And good for connections. Because I mean, Twitter is like the place if you want to have like some connections. So, I didn't know Discord had like a new um status for when someone's streaming. Because it was Ruby pointed it out earlier, and I was like, what do you mean status? I looked and it shows like the little symbol. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. But I should start streaming on YouTube more. I don't either. Yeah, fair, fair. I mean, but it also like if you have like no lines or like no lines with stick figures, that helps you practice consistency. I think for my YouTube channel, the way it is now, I could have went the obvious route, which is how a bunch of like animators got popular on YouTube. Is like doing those videos where it's like, I'm gonna go into like this server, ask for like if I can draw or animate their character, and then secretly make it like really good. And then you're like, I don't know. Um, I'm not gonna say I don't like the idea of it, but feel like it's too cheap. It feels too cheap. Oh, I can't do animation memes. I can't do it. I did like on my channel. My channel is like a my main channel is like a practice of like I would say like everything, to be honest. And I do have like a few animation memes on there. So yeah. But those are like really old. And I really don't care. I don't cringe at them. It's more of like, huh, I guess I was in that phase. That's how I see it. I don't really see it as like something like bad, you know. I don't. It's more of like I was testing out the waters, and I didn't like the water. Water. I would say the line art. Yeah, I'm not gonna overcompensate, but the line art shouldn't take that long. I'm on keyframe 6. I got into keyframe 10. So, for like, the only thing that would take the longest to clean up is the hair, pretty much. Um, no, and that's pretty all that. That's the only thing that would probably take a lot of time. Oh my God, look how clean that line art is. Oh, that's this is why I love thin line arts. But like with like her design, as you're like looking at it, she has like the bandage like on her arm here. Then she has like the little stuff on like the inside, like the little belt thing on the inside. She has like these little details on like her shirt, belt and stuff. And I still gotta add like the little scratches to like her character. I gotta add like the earrings, and the little sloop in her ear. Oh, this is the commissioner's character. This is a character they want me to animate for them. No, they didn't create this character. No. Yeah, like the reference does. I was like, I'm not gonna question it. I'm getting paid to just animate the character. Right there. Not really. I mean, that's why you have to be like a good artist as well. Because I mean, if you're just like good at animation, it'd be difficult. I dealt with worse. I done commissions worse than this. There's like someone right now trying to commission me for something else. Damn, I just hit 2 likes. What happened? I feel bad for Zach. I want to like start fully paying Zach for like sound design. He's been like my sound designer. I've been gatekeeping him. Uh, I think he's gonna say no. He is way too busy. I think I, I don't know. I think if there is a next tournament, I don't care who's participating in it. I'm just gonna do it for fun because last time I got hoed because my stylus broke. So no, I had to forfeit. Yeah, I wasn't gonna suffer hand damage with cramps with animating on a mouse halfway through, and I was already like 3 months into the tournament. If I'm thinking about it, I was already 3 months into the tournament. Um, and then cause I was doing full G stick and I was animating a really cool part. And when I was showing like the progress in what I had on stage, Hyun and them really liked it. A bunch of other people because I was going for like the full story route. Like I was barely gonna have all. I wasn't gonna go the cheap route and go all action and stuff like that because the entire thing, like it literally said story. That was the prompt, story. So I was like, okay. And I was cooking something up. I think midway through, I think my layout, my stylus broke, and then I tried, and then I had like clean lines and stuff, and I tried animating with my stylus, and then my like and I was like, okay, I could probably try animating this with like, my freaking mouse. I was wrong because even if I was animating it with my mouse, my hand was struggling the cramps. And then like the lines weren't that clean, which is why I got better at doing lines, which is cool. But you still get like that jitterness you see, like right here. Like no matter how clean you would do it, you still get like that jitterness from like the lines instead of like a stylus. So I had to like scrap it. Um, if I remember correctly, hold on. I might be able to send a picture I sent in the tournament chat a long time ago. I'd like a picture for one of the scenes I was working on, and this was a frame from one of the scenes too, because it was gonna go through like G stick to stick figure for like cool swapping. Um, see if I can find it real quick. I think I scrolled down too far. What is this? What is that? Oh, is that Riot's character? My drawings have this like specific color palette, so I'm able to like pick and find the specific drawing. Let me check my art dump server. I have like a specific server for where I dump all my art. I should start dumping all my animations in there as well. And like the files. Oh, found it. This is like, I think a year old. Alright, there it is in voice chat. That's what it looks like. But yeah. Yeah. Hello, Labu. Now animate with a base. Animate with a. No, I'm not animating with a base. Labu is here. Labu. I I'm not gonna lie that if I go to my channel, I think the animations I did with my mouse was the animation I was doing for Loose HD, the fireball opening concept, and I think those are like the only two things. And now that I know Loose HD got his account back, because I looked at the ban logs and recently see he got unbanned, I'm gonna contact him again and talk to him. Yeah. He got like hacked a while back. And he got hacked when Mateus and Aphrodite got hacked. Yeah. And people was falling for it. I feel bad. I mean, the only thing they do, to be fair, the only thing they do is when they hack your account. I'm taking a night straw, probably will not respond. Okay, that's fine. Uh, the only thing they do is they will hack your account for like I'll say a day or two, maybe mostly a day. They'll hack your account. They'll go through like all your stuff to see how much money they can get off of you. They might be an asshole, delete some social medias here and there, probably post some stuff, and then they would like play like this bot, and this bot would go to every DM that they have and like paste the hack in there as well. Um, and then sometimes some hackers would like try to impersonate that person, and then after that they literally just let your account go, and then you get your account back. What sucks? Yeah, yeah. So it's like really crazy. And I think he has a new account. Wait, wait a minute. And then I've banned a bunch of people. I banned like two people permanently because they was ban evading. Yeah, ban evasion, which is honestly a dumb thing. I don't know why people do that, but got some stubborn people out there. They was just being like a complete asshole because they got like banned once. They joined back on a whole different account, and then we was like, all right, we're just gonna because we can't IP ban people. Only Discord has to IP ban people. We can't do that, so I think you're just horny for shapes, bro. I think you're just horny for shapes. I'm not gonna lie. I think you're just horny for shapes. Like it was already proven when you talk about just shapes and beats. All right. No, it's not. You said it light as day. No, it was not. That was like a few days ago. 2 days ago? That was a day ago. Fly years. Okay, yeah, sure. We're gonna chalk it up to fly years. Okay, it was fly years ago. Okay. Hey, I was about to say you're gonna die like really soon. How long do flies live? Oh, so I just have to deal with them for 25 minutes? I could do it. I could deal with that. Ignore for 25 minutes. Like, hey, please, don't ignore me. I don't got that much time to live. It's all in your ears. They be trying to get your attention. I was sick of streaming on Twitch, but Twitch is so horrible. I blame Mess for that. I don't know why people like when they stream, they like after they stream, they just delete the video. Yeah, I'm like why? It's not even copyright. Boo, I'm not speaking to voices in my head. There's people in VC. You dare say that to me. Wait, these people in VC might be the voices in my head. Wait a minute. That's something a voice would say. Oh, mostly high prog. Are you real now? Huh? How can I believe you? Uh-huh. I'm not convinced. Math will not convince me. And what is who? I heard what you said. So you want to disappear. It should have been me, not him. What are you talking about? What's the context? Oh, movement's so important. What you mean? You confused me for a second because I forgot what topic we was on. Okay, Lil Boo, to be fair, I'm not gonna lie, I think high school ruined math for me. I think high school made me actually dumb with math because what my middle school would do, we would have class like each class every single day, right? And then when we got to high school, we'll have class every other day. So that just tanked like my learning of math horribly. I was like in my class, the first out of the boys, I was ahead. I was like the literally first top in math. And then on the girl side was my friend. She was the first top in math. So you had the two top math students. And then when it got to high school, dude, I gave up on math because teachers would be thinking that their work is the only work in existence. Okay. And I'm a visual learner as well. So it like it sucks when I'm learning the math and I'm like, oh, okay, cool, cool. This is really cool. Next day, nah, I'm not learning math. I'm learning five other different things. And then by the time I revert back to math, I forgot everything. And it's like, and then they would add steps. They would add like a lot more steps. So it made it like even worse. And I was like, yeah, I can't do this. Which is why I really didn't like care for math when I got to high school. high school like ruined math is because the way they teach math sucks. In my personal opinion, they don't know how to teach math at all, especially for like the more like high advanced stuff. I I went the like smart route in my senior year when it came to high school. I put all my classes online. The only class I had in person was speech because you couldn't take speech online, but you could take, gym online, which is dumb. Never got that. But I took I took every other class because I mean the first weekend I didn't. I was getting used to like my schedule. My schedule was fucked. I didn't like my schedule at all. This was actually going to make me fail. So I was like, fuck it. I switched all my classes online. And then when I did that, I had it off easy because one, I could do all my work at home. And then two, when I go to school, I don't have to follow a schedule everyone else follows. I can get like all my work done within a day while everyone else has to work off a schedule and get their stuff done in 2 weeks. And then that was like my cheat code. And I think a month, 2 months into like senior year, I was done with every class. And that was like it, and I was chilling for the rest of my year. And I literally didn't even have to show up to school anymore. I literally was just at home. And like all my friends were like still in classes and stuff. And then that's also how I graduated early. Yeah, Lubu, speech. Speech class is like if you don't know what speech class is, Lubu, it's basically like it's talking. It's like debating and talking and stuff like that. It's like where you have to like write stuff down in like projects and then yeah, like it's like you gotta write stuff down in like projects. And then after you write everything down in projects, you have to go up and stand and you have to like talk to the entire class with like your note cards and stuff like that. And then you have like the slideshow in the back that you have to show as like you're talking. And then the teacher will correct you if you're like stammering or if you're shifting back and forth or if you're like messing with your fingers or hands. It's basically teaching you how to like, yeah, it's basically teaching you how to like speak in front of the class or speak in front of a big crowd. Yeah, basically, like politics. It's basically politics. It's literally politics. They just reworded it. It's literally just politics. Uh, wait, no, never again. Mm-mm. Yeah, yeah. I I dropped out of language class so fast. It was actually crazy. Like do not I do not fuck with language classes. And the reason for that is because for some reason, every teacher in said language class is an asshole. Don't know why. Don't know why they think they have to be an asshole in their job description to be a language teacher, but they're just an asshole. See, I would have learned Spanish, right? But I didn't. Because the teacher was an asshole, and I dropped out of language. And a lot of languages aren't accessible. Like I really want to learn Japanese. Like I want to learn Japanese so bad, but our school didn't have that. The only thing we had was Spanish and German, And you got me all the way fucked up if you think I'm learning German. I'm you lucky. You had all those privileges with all those languages, and we were stuck with two, bro. I was not learning any of those, and I'm so glad it wasn't a requirement. You can like sense it, even though your name's Mess. Funny. Shut up. I know my name is lazy. I'm actually lazy. What are you talking about? A lazy person can work. Ooh. Last time I took a break? Yesterday. Bro, what? Bro, I can take breaks, bro. Yeah. 30. Take a break every 30 minutes. Are you mentally insane? Oh, we take a break every 30 days. What's the second required language that you needed to learn was a dying language that only a few thousand us knew, either French or Spain, that had us. Yeah, see, I also don't like that either. They had us learn some some language that no one else would be using. And I only really wanted to learn Japanese really bad because I want to travel to Japan. I tried Duolingo, bro. Couldn't get into it. I'm looking at the Gooseworks trending shit right now. I feel so bad. Yeah. Gooseworks said, I know people are upset with my response, which is fine, but I kind of just wanted to make a cartoon, and it's ended up being way more trouble than it's worth. I really just can't keep my heart in this thing anymore. It's gotten too much bigger than me, and I probably shouldn't be the figurehead of it. And I was like, the only thing they said. Yeah. Yeah. Visor, shush. Shush, Visor, you don't see me. I'm not animating. I kinda, I like, I still have my tickets for, seeing the finale. Dude, I might go to jail, bro. If I'm going into that theater and I'm watching it and someone start talking about like the entire thing, trying to spoil it, I'm tackling them, gonna beat them up. It's gonna be a Minecraft 2 in this bitch. Swear to God. Because I do not. I've specifically been avoiding fan animations because I don't know if those fan animations are like the actual ending or not. So, because this literally happened, I think a few days ago. Me and Rochi was like on Twitter, and we was like looking, and then we saw like an animation with Jax and the others. He scrolled up so fast. He was like, "No, no, no, no! Please, please don't be a spoiler. Please don't be a spoiler." And we was like hesitating so hard, and we was like, "Okay, slowly scroll down." And then it was just a Jax animation like meme thing. He was like, "Congratulations," like that one. Uh, so it wasn't like a spoil, but holy dude, I'm on like the fence. Yeah, the TADC final. We got freaking like, how are people so impatient that the entire thing got leaked? Like, you're crazy, bro. Like, the series was finally gonna end, and now like you, like, bro. Not so Guinevere. It's not so Guinevere. It's not so Guinevere. It's not so Guinevere. It's gonna be not so Guinevere. Because and it's definitely not Gamerverse. Even if I was 12, I would still go because the theater is a different experience. Yeah, it is. I would say like, okay, I don't know why people think this, but even if a pilot comes out on Glitch, it doesn't mean an animation studio took it to animate it. There still hasn't been a studio that took Gamerverse yet. Like, there's been, I think, like 1 to 2 studios that rejected Gamerverse. There hasn't been like any studios that took Gamerverse yet. The only, and the reason why I say Knights of Guinevere is going to be their next one because um Amazing Digital Circus is ending soon. Knights of Guinevere is already here. Knights of Guinevere is already greenlit for I think 1 to 2 seasons. Gaslight District is already greenlit for a season. Um, and Gamerverse hasn't been like greenlit yet. Not really. It's probably because it's Rubber Ross, bro. Like you can't think of it because of the creator. You have to think of it for the animation itself. Because the only thing that's going for Gamerverse right now is the Gooner shit. It's still big. I mean, like the only thing for a lot of people don't even know that. It's like clear as day for Gamerverse that is Rubber Ross, but with Knights of Guinevere, a lot of people don't know it's the person from Steven Universe and Owl House. They just think of it as like a show that actually gets to like explore as much as it wants. Like, I mean, Gamerverse is cool, but I don't think it's gonna be like that big. It's gonna be big, but it's not gonna be that big because you gotta think it's going up against Knights of Guinevere and Gaslight District. That is like a hard game to go against. Yeah, what's up? Honestly, I don't believe Goose don't care. It's seriously like the amount of hate that Goose gets from her own fandom is insane. Like, what type of person death threatens the creator? That's fair. Favorite show because they made it into that person. Yeah. Uh. Anyways, what did you say, Spittle? What I would like to happen the most during the production of my show with Fireball? What do you mean? Like, it's like what I would want to happen? To be fair, I don't think I want it to become that big. I don't think I want my show to become that big because when a show becomes really big, it tends to bring a really big problem to it. Um, and I don't know, like I know I kind of prepared for it, but I don't know if I'm ready for it though. Because like once your show gets really big, you have to keep up a very high demand. And if you like don't keep up that very high demand, you will crumble and fall. Um and plus, I don't know, like let's say hypothetically around the time if I release the pilot or if I'm working on the pilot and it becomes like really like big, right? And it shoots through the roof with feedback. And I'm actually able to like it get really popular, like the pilot get really popular and stuff like that. Cool, fucking awesome, because people are like loving like my dream. What I and if I get like a whole team working on it, that's even better. Um, if I get sponsored by Glitch, that's even cooler because that will help with funding. But then after that, I think that's all I would want. I wouldn't really want more. I don't want to be greedy with it because I mean I'm only going for like 8 episodes. Like I don't plan on doing like seasons upon seasons. Um, I'm not really planning for like crazy like merch drops and stuff like that. I'm not like really going for like all the big shot stuff. Like trust me, like I want to. That'd be like a dream come true. Basically like with Rubber Ross, like how his dream came true, like that'd be amazing. But some things you don't want to wish for. Yeah, I already have everything planned. You can't do that. I think the only thing I'm worried about your show is that people won't understand it because your art style is really different and unique, and a lot of people don't understand shapes like that because you also got to think about it like I think I forgot what it was. I think the first time I watched your stuff, I was so confused on what's going on. And then you would like have to like explain it to me or I have to like get it like in a sense. Cuz I know there's like because I know you're like in betweens, not in betweens. You're like animation on one's scary as hell. And then you got like the I would say like art style, which is really unique, which is you already got down and patented. So that makes you like way different than everybody else. Um, but then I'm really concerned on if like the art style or animation would connect with people in a way you like wanted to. Uh, because I mean, I think you already asked a bunch of people like, does this like symbolize this? And then you got like a bunch of like mixed reactions with it. I think if I remember. And I think that's the only thing I'm concerned about. Do you think the Dojo deserves to have their jewels? Yeah. I hate spoilers so much. So I don't know why. I don't know why people like spoilers. It's like complete disrespectful to that person that worked on it and shows that you utterly don't care about the work and how much time they put into it. It's not even to build up hype. It's more of like money, bro. It's like with the Avatar movie, they was planning to release that, and box office money is really important, and now they can't get that box office money because the movie's already spoiled. The same thing with Amazing Digital Circus. Their money got tanked so hard because people have already seen it, so a lot of people is going to cancel their tickets, get their refunds, and why would they go to the theaters anymore to watch it if they already can see it online with a video and then share it to other people? It completely ruins that creator's flow and that studio's flow. That's also why I don't I'm not saying I don't like people that like spoilers. I just don't I can't agree, and I feel like weird and uncomfortable when people like spoilers, because that also means you only care about yourself, or like you're greedy in a way. Because a lot of people don't think about it. Like, a lot of stuff that comes out probably was years in the works, and animators probably spent like so much time, effort, and a bunch of studios planning, logging, funding, doing merch just for like one person to like spoil it. And then all that planning and all that time went into like the drain. And then, oh, we already seen it. No point in going to the premiere. I mean, I guess a little hype is for it, but it's more of like the worth. Because when you do it, now you don't care about the worth of the creator. You're just really hungry, which is why I understand why Gooseworks like doesn't really care anymore, and why they kind of gave up on Amazing Digital Circus is because, oh, y'all really don't care about me as a person. Y'all only care about like my show. So fuck it, I'm gonna abandon the show. That's like I like understand that a lot. Um, which is like fair, which is why there's like heavy fines and stuff for that. And why like NDAs are so important. Like, people think NDAs is just like not that important. They're really important because it also goes into like the humanity of that said thing. Because you also gotta think about like the humanity of it, not like the hype. Because you get hype just waiting for it. That's obvious. But like as soon as it gets spoiled, then... You want to say it again? Yeah. Okay. What what's your show about? Hmm. Um, can you put it more of like a setting? Yeah. Mm. Okay, okay. You're sticking with your art style, right? Like the do you have any like background concept? No, like just like um how to say it? Like concepts of like any like references for like one the characters like shapes because oh that's what I was trying to say. The thing I'm worried about is people won't understand what the characters look like. That's like one of the main things because the way your characters are designed with the shapes, it for some people it's really hard to tell what is what. So and that's like really important for shows or just character design. It's like the clarity or something of it is that character needs to be really easy to understand. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he looks like a mouse and a bunny. I would say I'll say it's too late to change it now, but probably should have made the tail smaller and the ears bigger because the ears is one of his defining traits, one of his big defining traits from the beginning. I mean, you have to if you're doing it that size, especially because one thing that makes her stand out is her ears, and one thing that makes him stand out is his ears. Because if you look at the tail from him, the tail looks like an arm from this. If you probably made the tail smaller and then made the ears bigger, it would emphasize that he's. Of course, people think he's the same character, but when it's like animated and moved, you will obviously know where the head is compared to where the tail, the legs, and the arms are. Like for her, she's clear. You can clearly see like her looking up. You can see her hand, and you can see her ears and her thighs. With him, it's like hard to tell. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Question. I got two ideas for an indie show, and I need an opinion on which one to fully develop. One is about a collective beings who find hosts in different universes and stop galactic conflicts from standing, while their main character is basically the complete opposite because he makes people need a host, but only to get stronger. The other is about the MC and friends surviving in a zombie apocalypse scenario. MC is slightly schizo and not mentally there, and so try to keep him mental. I think the first one's a lot more interesting. It has like a lot more growth to it. If you like that's just my opinion though. Like if you do like the first one, I feel like it would I think it would like impact more in a sense. Or I'll say it's a lot more interesting. That's what it is. You get a lot more gripes for how you're gonna do the story. You you have like a lot less limits. You have like a lot more creativity. Yeah. Hello, Tinador. Yeah. I got more to go on the first one. I got a whole main plot and subplots. Okay, that's fine. I mean, they're already getting it. It's a pilot. It's a pilot. They got like a lot. They got like a lot of money. They got like over the big amount they was looking for backing. You talk about Songs of War. I was like, bro, it's Songs of War. I put so much money into that. Um, I say yeah. I think developing it out more would be a very clear indicator of how the show would go. Because usually the one thing that takes a show the longest to develop is the planning phase, the setup. It's the setup that really takes the cake for how long stuff usually is. Yes, Labu, Songs of War. Songs of War. Bro, I remember when that shit came out. I was fiending for that. I'm so glad it's back though. No, no, I let's go. The people know ball. Yes, we know ball, bro. I I legit the thing that's gonna really take the longest for my show is planning. That's really it. Like animation, sure, but that can be like done over time. The one thing that is really gonna take the longest is planning because I have to plan out the world and then I have to plan out like all the characters and side characters that would show up in said episodes. Which means I have to do a bunch of the script writing for each episode, especially the pilot. Um, and then I have to do a bunch of concept art, stuff like that. A bunch of art style tests. Like I think I've done like four animation style tests, or just three animation style tests for how I want it to go. And then I think that's like pretty much it. Probably like some voice acting tests and stuff like that. And that's really it. I cause see the thing about shows is don't expect them to be big first off. You should like always like lower like the standards. Don't expect them to be big. Just do like the project. And then when they do get big, build off of that. Continue what you was like doing. Which is why with my show, I'm not like getting over like the edge on it and stuff like that. So, yeah. That sounds so. Yeah. Yeah. Like me and Sulfur have been like planning something for a bit. And Sumi's helping with backgrounds for that, and I can't wait. So here, I'll show like the here. I'll show like the music for like the trailer that's gonna be coming out in a few weeks, but I won't show like the informational text, so I'm gonna delete that real quick. But yeah, this is what basically the music sounds like. This is also the NDA. This is also another NDA thing. So, but yeah, that's like yeah, and I'm right now editing it and stuff like that. Um, it's a licensed song. Well, free licensed song. I was planning to pay someone to make it, but I was like, we didn't really need it. But it's gonna be cool when it comes out. But yeah, there's like when someone thinks I'm not doing something, I'm always doing something. I'm always it's just I might not say it, but I'm always doing something. Uh I always come back. I'm always working, despite my name. But like, um every time someone sees me drawing a character, you never know. That character might be in some project that I'm doing. You never know. Like everything I'm doing is a planned step to something. I think that's the best way I could put it. Everything I'm doing is a planned step to something. Um, that's going to happen because I plan like really far ahead. And then I have contingency plans just in case if something like happens. So, I legit can't wait. Kasumi's doing background. Uh, and right now they're doing some studio stuff. So they'll get back to me in like I would say they said like 2 weeks. So, what thing is working? No, it's fine. I was just talking to myself a little bit. No, I feel like you have to keep the style as consistent as possible, especially with like it already being like shapes. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you also gotta think about it from not just your POV. That I think that's one problem that you're running into is that you keep thinking it's gonna be only from your POV. It's gonna be like from a bunch of other people's POVs looking at it and like judging it. Which is why I say it's really good to have like test animations. Uh, and then you can show people and then you can get some feedback on it. Fire, fire, firework. I'm on keyframe 8. Okay. think after I do the keyframes for the body, take a little break. Not that long of a break though, of course. But a break nonetheless. I mean that's also fair. Okay. Yeah, I would say it depends how you portray it. Yes. Stretch, bro. I've been streaming for 2 hours. Golly. Probably gonna end stream soon. Whoops. Bro, I've just been fucking job hunting, bro. Yeah. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what people need to realize for shows. Hold on, Mess and Scholar, look in voice chat. That's like the opening shot for the pilot of Gamerverse. Look how unique that background is to have like the panning shot. That's why like no, literally the camera just follows the line. That's it. Yeah. It's because you this is why this is why I'm really happy they use CSP. Like this is what's a background artist for a show. This is the skill set you really need. So, because you need to understand perspective and foresight, like my boy said. Because you need to understand how it will look when the camera's like all the way at the top, and then it's like zooming down, and then it zooms into the village, and it's like. I mean, like every show does this to have like the panning shots, the rotation shots, the turning shots. Yeah. I mean, for a shot like this, it's either you have one or two backgrounds blended together, then you tween the background. Oh, start a business. Oh, as a shrimp NPC. What? But what are you doing? You send them in voice chat? Oh yeah, I can't look at your stream. Okay. Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah, just use vector layers to keep the like consistency and detail. If like the character movement's really good, yeah, because a lot of animes do that. Like if you notice like how the anime has like a detailed background, but then when you look at the floor like it's tweened and like moving, it's not that detailed. But still detailed enough. It's just not really enhanced. Say from what I'm looking at, it looks cool. I need to see more, obviously, but that'd be cool. Well, Then all I do is just. All right, almost done with the what I need to be done with for now. I am planning to go, I'll say, all the way with what I do now. So, and people are liking the. If I go to my Twitter, people are liking the commission progress I sent. So that was like the early roughs. And I think what I'm gonna start doing is like after I finish like an animation or something, I would send also a behind the scenes or a time lapse video. Yeah, I'll send a behind the scenes and a time lapse video so people know like the workflow that I use, how I do my certain things, all the way down to DaVinci. Da, DaVinci. Anyways, I'm gonna lock in and get these last two body frames done. Give me a moment. Turn on some music. All right, see you, Scuttle. Okay. Yep, on the last keyframe for the body. Yeet. Autocorrect hold you. That's crazy. Whew. Bum bum. Whose animations? Mhm. Alright. Understand. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, I'm glad I don't. It's weird. No, the animation, buddy. Oh! I thought that tweet above was you. Oh, you just sent his name. I asked for the animation. Yeah, I don't care about the name. A kitty in a box. Animation. Stretched. Boom. There it is. Pretty sure I'm done with the line art for the body. Let me click play. Yeah, I finished the body's line art already. Oh, smooth, clean line art. And now that that is done, I am going to end stream here. I've been streaming for how long? 3 hours. Woo! Did not expect it to be that long, but hey, whoever joined the stream and tuned in, thank you. I should low-key just start streaming more when I'm working on stuff. So,